The house that Snoopy built was conceived shortly after the tragic passing of our pet rabbit Omar in 2019. He was very young and his death sudden. My family had a difficult time processing the loss, so I reached out to an animal medium who summoned his spirit so that we could achieve closure and say our final goodbyes. During the séance, we learned that Omar was a very old soul, that he'd lived as a number of different animals, from a cat to a dog to a horse to a pig, and even a lion and a zebra. From that lineage of animals, one stood out. A piebald cat who repeatedly stepped out of line, meowed, and reached out its paw to pat the medium on her foot. Upon further questioning, descriptions of this cat aligned very closely with that of my wife's childhood pet, a cat named Snoopy, whose identity was subsequently confirmed by the medium. She shared that spirits have a sort of magnetism caused by their movement through the afterlife, and that they have a tendency to circle around each other through time and space. I thought it was a beautiful idea, and began wondering about the speculative possibility that our movements in and out of life could have such an impact on our relations in this world. For the next few months, I arranged a number of follow-up conversations with Omar to better understand the spatial conditions of the afterlife, in the hopes that it could provide some insight into the world of the living. The two works in the lot up for auction are the product of those conversations. The first is a schematic of the spaces occupied by Omar. These plans were designed in consultation with each of Omar's incarnations, under the supervision of Snoopy. It's presented in enamel on two wood panels at 48 inches by 66 inches in total. The plans for the first were used to construct the second, in exacting detail, as a cat condo. The work is produced in wood, upholstered with vintage carpet, with a walnut and sisal detailing throughout. It stands at 48 inches by 96 inches by 120 inches high, and is perfectly suited for any collector who has a cat that they wish to impress.